Hi there, guys. So I'm back here with another video today, and I'm just gonna dive straight into today's topic. And the topic today I want to talk about is being able to face your fears and be able to also sit through any discomfort that arises. So this is something that, of course, I've been doing for the past few months, so close to a year now. The time when I found out that the strategy to overcome anxiety and also progress further in life, whether that is being able to talk to people more open, being able to do different job roles, far, far away, anything that sort of gives you that spark of fear and, gets your heart racing a bit. It's important that you face it and sit with all the sensations to re-register it basically onto your brain. So I started that around last year, March, on my exposure journey. I sort of felt like it was the time, like I've had enough of everything that I was, experiencing so many years prior to 2024, 23, 22, 2021, and so forth. All those years, it's as if all those, each one of those years, I've found a new way to cope. So whether that was taking medications, whether that was trying to avoid people and places that would trigger me, and I found a sense of peace in that, like, okay, now I don't have to see this person again, or I don't have to go here again, and I'm all safe here. But little did I know that I was building my own monster for the future. So it's good to know that now I'm on the path of facing all the fears, going directly towards them, sitting with it, even awkward moments and things like that, that people, cringe out, all those not nice things. And as for today, the reason why, number one, I brought this whole topic up is because I went out earlier to Costco's and I sort of wore a new jacket. And I was feeling like the time when I first started my exposures, because at first, when I went on the normal walks, what I did do different is when I started the exposures, I was basically taking it all in. I was doing the limp noodle and I was allowing people to look at me, say whatever they want about me, be judgmental about me. And with the new sort of jacket that I had, so first of all, it's a bit of a different style to something that I, regularly wear. I am proud of that. But I feel as if though, more eyes would be on me. Like if somebody says something, am I gonna have to explain myself? What are people gonna think of me? This is that. All those thoughts are buzzing around my head. And I don't know what it is, but with today's sort of slight, if you want to call it exposure, the little walk to Costco's, then fine. But today's outing is basically, I felt like I pushed myself, like as I was willingly out there. Like I didn't mind if that makes sense. Like I didn't mind the judgment coming, but I didn't want the judgment, if that makes sense. So in other words, basically I'm fasting today as well. So when I'm fasting, adrenaline hasn't been spiked at all. Like small things like vape and anything like that. Like I haven't hit the whole day. I feel like I'm more daring in a way. So it's not that I'm adrenaline seeking now, but I'm sort of like already in that regressed mode so much that I don't mind a small, challenge for my brain, if that makes sense, anxiety wise. But as you can see, I'm finding it a bit hard for me to form sentences here. So mind to mouth connection hasn't been weakened, but it's just under a bit of stress and, sleep has been slightly poor, along with, excuse me, guys, my jaws always click every time I yawn. Like, I don't know what it is with the mechanisms here, but oh well. But as I was saying, it's important that we face all our triggers. If I go back earlier this week, I went to several meetings, one-to-one meetings with my family. I don't want to disclose the reasons why, but I feel like not fast forward, backtrack a few months back. If I was to go into those meetings, I would be feeling a bit tense. Eye contact would be loose. I'll be a bit sort of jittery. I'll be all over the place. But now I feel like when it comes to those confined spaces that I need to just relax and talk, say what's on my mind, it is smoothing out. And the reason for that is because a month ago or so, I realized that now, I am going to be having to go through a lot of meetings and stuff. And the reason why there's a lot of meetings is because, number one, work hasn't been working. So I'm now looking for work again. They decided to let me go due to few, ups and downs with the situation that's ongoing at home here and work. So it wasn't possible to balance them even though I tried. So I am still looking for new work at the moment. And on top of that, meetings for other reasons. So I thought that I need to, number one, start working on allowing all judgments to come in. Let people look at me however they want. Let them say whatever they want about me. And do not impress anybody from the way I sound, the way I talk, and anything in regards to that. And the minute I gave myself permission, I found that I was finding it much easier to naturally flow. And, even while I was looking at people in the meet and stuff like that, where the stakes feel high, usually I wouldn't be able to just, sort of look away, do this. I wouldn't be able to do that. In a meet, prior to, a month ago, 2 months ago, I'll be like this in a meet, like I'll be finding it challenging to break the eye contact. Once I set eye contact, I wouldn't be able to just be natural. And that comes from, giving myself the permission that it's fine. You can mess up. It's okay. The more you calm your mind and your nervous system down and not make everything major or high stakes, then it will work out, slowly but surely you'll get desensitized and you'll work towards that. But anyways, back to the main topic of the video here. It's important that you go out there and you face all your triggers. Things that once scare you will one day not be able to, tickle you again. And the only way to overcome this is by going through the discomfort. I'm still learning. I'm still on the path, from the cold showers to the, the jogs in this cold winter, you can only imagine. And the exposures, even though I haven't been doing that, I'm still mentally doing that at home as well. Like, I'm completely letting go, giving myself permission to mess up. Even before I actually recorded this video, I didn't prepare any material here. I just felt it in my gut, like instinct, like this is what I should be talking about. The minute I press play, like maybe a few seconds beforehand, like anxiety topic, exposure, I press play. So I'm not giving myself time to boot up, to, give you guys a cut, sort of polished version of me, give myself time to prepare. No, I want to give myself permission that it's fine if I fail. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, and that's how it should be. But anyways, I've got exactly 3 hours. So what is that, 2:30? Yeah, so around 3 hours and a half until iftar time, so I can break my fast. And, looking forward for it, but I am going to do a few things until then. But it's been nice to make a quick daytime vlog here. Usually I do them at night. I know it looks a bit new with the whole lighting and everything here. Usually it's dark even when I go out. But without any further ado, it's been nice catching up with you guys. And let me know what you lot have been up to and what you lot think of the whole exposure thing, like plowing through, staying true to yourself and let people judge you regardless. Let me know what your take on that is. And I hope you enjoy your day. Take care. Peace and blessings.